doing own voice over soft music. Ryan was sitting in a classroom, deep in thought about yesterday's incident of Jungkook proposing her. Ryan thought, did I done right? Soon she, because she didn't sleep last night, and at that time her best friend Leah came inside. What happened, Ryan? You this early morning? Didn't you sleep last night? Trim and leaned towards her ears, or your didn't let you sleep whole night. Ryan rolled eyes. He didn't even slept with me last night. He slept in another room. Why had a fight? Ryan signed before telling everything to Leah. Babe, I fall in love with you at the first time I saw you in club, and from that time I was date to make you mine. I'm sorry I took this much time to propose you. Actually, I was giving you time to love me back, and I got to know that you loved me back a way too back. But then I thought to propose you after graduation so that we both can completely focus on our future, but now I can't take it long because you are getting a lots of proposal which I can't tolerate. So please, Park Wine, will you be mine and become John Wine? I love you a lot. Jungkook was having a sweet wide smile, but it dropped when he heard, no, I can't. Jungkook got confused. He is sure that Ryan loves him. But then what happened? Jungkook got up from his knees and kept the ring and bouquet on the table and approached Ryan and cupped her cheeks. Babe, it's yes. No, Cook, I said no. Jungkook frowned. Why don't you love me? I need time. Time for what, babe? To give an answer to your proposal. Jungkook was confused at why Wine is behaving like this, but then too he respected Wine's decision. Okay, fine, take your time, but don't take too much time. Wine nodded her head. Come, let's get in. It's getting cold outside. You go, I will come after a little time. Okay then, but don't stand too much in cold, you will get sick. Wine nodded her head, and Jungkook finally peeked her forehead and went in, taking the ring and bouquet. After Jungkook left, a sweet teasing smile appeared on Ryan's lips. Ryan to herself, getting impatient, right? That's how I felt this one year. Each day I was getting impatient thinking when you will propose me. So now just experience it. Jungkook, after keeping the ring safely, he got into the shower and was thinking deeply with why Ryan rejected him. After spending a little time in backyard, Ryan came inside the room to see. Ryan frowned. Cook, why are you packing your stuff? Are you going on business trip? Jungkook, who was packing his things, stopped doing it and turned around to face Ryan. No, babe, I'm just shifting to another room. Why? Didn't you ask me to give you time? So I'm giving you time and space to think clearly because it will if I will be around or near you, you won't be able to think. But Cook, no buts. I'm just at the next door. Just call me if you need anything, okay? Jungkook lastly peeked her forehead and took his things and left the room, leaving a sad Wine alone. Wine wasn't able to sleep as she is used to sleep cuddling Jungkook in this one year, so she just was dozing on bed. Jungkook too wasn't able to sleep without feeling the warmth of his love. What? You reject him? Are you crazy, Wine? Don't you love him? Yeah, I do. Then why the you rejected him? Weren't you waiting for him to propose you? Yeah, I was. And what happened suddenly? I'm giving him a little for taking this long to propose me. I waited for 1 year to hear his proposal, so let him wait a little bit to hear my confession. While Leah signed in disbelief. Leah thought this exactly happened when innocent fall in love for first time. Jungkook shouting, why can't you do one job properly, huh? Is it for why I'm paying you? The file should be finished within half an hour. But sir, you say 2 days and now it's just one day. Jungkook shout, don't teach me. Go and complete the file, okay? Okay, sir. Clara left the office and Jungkook sat on the chair grabbing his hair in frustration and anger. The door of his office opened and Jungkook shouted, who the gave you permission to enter my office? Get. He paused when he saw his best friend. Mark, what are you doing here? Don't you have work? I heard you are shouting at employees without any reason and taking out your anger on them. Jungkook rolled eyes. I'm not taking my angers on them. What happened, bro? You won't tell me? Jungkook signed, yeah, reject me. Mark wide open eyes. What? How she loves you, but it was so obvious from her eyes. Then what happened? That's what I'm exactly thinking. She loves me. Then why she rejected me and asked time to give me reply? Jungkook harshly banged the table, making Mark flinch and a little scared too, as it was the first time Mark has seen him getting this much frustrated. Maybe she haven't realized her feeling for you. Jungkook looked at Mark. Jungkook confused. What do you mean? See, sometimes we ourselves cheat us, like we can't clearly know what we want and what our feeling is. Maybe the same happened with Ryan too. Jungkook thought, is that the case? Then what should we do? Make her realize about her own feelings. Jungkook frowned. How? Let me think of a plan. Jungkook nodded his head and then took a glass of water to drink it and calm himself. Meanwhile, Alex was deep in thought. So when will you stop your so-called? Leah said while sipping her coffee. Today itself in evening I will confess to him. Wine happily said to Leah, making Leah her coffee. What? Are you serious? Just wow, one day. Wine nodded her head. Yeah, it's enough. Leah signed in disbelief. Wine decided to confess her feeling happily today evening and she was excited, but all her excitement vanished away when her phone rang and she took it to see her mom calling. Wine call. Yes, mom, I want you to come home today. Wine call. But mom, what? I don't want any excuse. Today is Friday and then Saturday and Sunday. 2 days holidays. I want you there. There is an important thing to discuss with you. Wine call. Mom, Wine wasn't able to complete as her mom cut the call. So Wine said she didn't even ask how I am doing or fine or not. Wine's eyes turned teary. Come on, girl. She is always like that. Wine agreed. What she said, she wants me to come home. She has something important to discuss. What important? I don't know. So you going? Yeah, of course. What about your confession? Wine signed, I will do after 2 days. Wine sadly ported, it's okay. When are you leaving? I'm leaving right now so that I will reach home before evening. Leah loaded her head. I should inform Jungkook. Yeah, go on. Wine took her phone and called Jungkook. Jungkook, did you get any plan, Mark? Have patience, bro. I'm thinking. Jungkook signed at Mark and then leaned back to his chair. But then his phone rang, so he took the phone to see Wine calling him. All his tension, worry, sadness flew away, and he immediately took the call with a wide smile. Jungkook called, yes, babe, what happened? Why you called me at this time? Cook, I am going to my hometown for 2 days. I will be back by Monday. Jungkook's all happiness fade away. But why? Mom called and told to go there and she have something important to discuss. Jungkook signed, fine, I'm coming to you. I will drop you. No, Jungkook, you have work. I will take bus. You concentrate on work. Okay, he said unwillingly. Don't be sad, Cook. I will be back by Monday. Just a matter of 2 days. Jungkook thought 2 days sounds 2 decades for me. Cook, you there? Yeah, okay. Be safe and come back quickly. Yeah, Cook, take care. Yeah, take care. Both end the call. She is leaving for 2 days and I'm already losing my control. And that too in this situation. Mark got an idea by hearing Wine leaving for 2 days. Jungkook, I got an idea. Jungkook from what idea? Mark Shrimp, you have to make her jealous. Trust me, jealous is the best medicine to bring one's feeling outside. And as she is going for 2 days, make use of the situation. Jungkook wasn't having a good feeling from Mark's idea. You sure? Mark roll eyes. Come on, dude. Trust me. You have to make her jealous. Okay, fine. But with whom I will make her jealous? Mark Shrimp, your secretary Clara. Jungkook white eyes. Are you serious, Mark? Trust me, Jungkook, she is best. I have seen jealousy and anger in Wine's eyes when Clara is around you, so make use of that. How? You just have to ask Clara to post for some pics with you, and I will click it and then I will send it to Wine. No way, I don't want my baby should think that I cheat on her. Mark sign, okay, oh god, fine, I will do everything. Wine reached her house its night, but still Wine has got no call from Jungkook, so she thought that he might be busy with work and will call after he got free and reach home. That's why she also didn't call him. I miss you. Wine was missing Jungkook, so she was going through the pics collection in her phone. But then she heard her room door opening and she looked up to see Mom. You came from cafe? Yeah, it was a bit rushed today, but anyways, it's over for today. Wyan nodded her head and Wyan's mom sat next to Wyan on bed. Mom, why you called me to come here? You said you have something important to say. Yeah, I was thinking of to get you married. Wyan's eyes wide open. Mom, I'm still studying. You will graduate in 6 months. After that, I'm getting you married. But mom, no, but that's final. Wyan cold. I love someone and I will only marry him. Wine's mom angry. No, you will not. You will only marry the man we find for you. Keep it in mind and also come back immediately after your graduation ceremony so that we can get you married. Wine angry. Mom, enough. You had already ruled my half of life. Not anymore. I want to live my life with the person I love. Wine mom angry. Love is all foolish, dear. Only arranged marriage is good. See, me and your dad, we got our marriage by both of our parents and living happily. And do you remember your auntie who got love marriage? He left her after getting her, saying that he fell out of love with her. Wine realized mom. Wine's mom cutted her off. No more discussion on this topic, and you will do what I say, okay? Come downstairs for dinner. Saying this, she left the room, and Wine broke into tears. Wine crying, why me? Why should I? Yeah, I should call Jungkook to tell this. Oh my god, Cook, stop drinking like you had a breakup. Jungkook drunk chuckle. It's same though. She said no to me. Come on, Cook. I told you now that she will come to you. Then why are you behaving like this? But I can't stay away from her. She gone to her house and see still now she didn't call me. She should have called me but no. Jungkook said while looking at his phone screen and Mark sign in disbelief. Why don't you call her? I can't call her because I said that I will give her time to think about my proposal. Mark agreed to Jungkook. Mark whispered, "This happens when someone fall in love for the first time." Mark signed and at the same time he heard Jungkook's phone ringing and looked at Jungkook to see him widely smiling looking at phone screen. Jungkook happy. Mark, see my love called me. See, Jungkook showed the phone screen to Mark where my love was written and Mark got an idea. Wait, Jungkook, do you remember the plan of making her jealous with your plan? I want to hear our voice. It's been more than 7 hours I haven't heard from her. Mark raised eyebrow. Do you want wine to come back to you? Jungkook nodded his head. Then trust me and follow my plan. She will be in your arms by tomorrow morning. Jungkook's eyes sparkled on hearing Mark. Really? Yes, but I won't any girl. Mark signed. Okay, fine, give me the phone. Jungkook unwillingly gave his phone to Mark. Mark, after he got Jungkook's phone, he rushed inside Jungkook's house. Whined to himself why he is not picking up his phone. I called for 2 times. Is he working, busy, or something? Wine was deep in thoughts. I should call him one more time. Wine crossed her fingers and again called Jungkook's number, internally praying Jungkook should pick up the call and this time he picked up the call. Cook eye, but her sentence paused when she heard the most heartbreaking voice, more like from Jungkook's side. Wine cut the call immediately, not being able to listen more. What was that? Did you really? Was your love fake? Why you proposed me yesterday and today you know? Wine grabbed her hair in frustration and started crying hardly. Here is your phone, he said and gave it back to Jungkook. Jungkook frowned what you did and why you rushed inside. Mark streamed, baby boy, tomorrow your love will come back to you. Jungkook got really happy on hearing that. Excited, really, Wine will be back. Did she told you? Mark streamed, no, just see, babe. Jungkook wasn't having a good feeling from Mark stream, but he shrugged those negative feeling and just got happy thinking tomorrow Wine will be back in his arms. Mark, where the she is? You told me that Wine will be here by tomorrow morning. Then where she is? Jungkook was losing his temper each passing second, and he was waiting for Wine. Calm down, Jungkook. It's just 10 in the morning. She might be on her way. Jungkook started walking here and there inside his cabin and looking at his watch each second. Suddenly, his office door opened, and Jungkook immediately turned around in hope that it is Wine. But sir, we need a sign of yours in this file. Jungkook just stared at the man. Get lost. He shouted at the man and Mark signaled the man to leave from there and come afterwards. And also the man got scared of Jungkook, so he left the place. Where is she? Mark rolled eyes. Jungkook is just 10 to. Jungkook signed and sat on couch taking his phone in hand and checking whether there is a message or call from Ryan, but no, there wasn't any. Again, suddenly his office door opened and the same employee came inside, making Jungkook more angry. Did I told you to get lost and why you here? The man cut it off Jungkook. Sir, wine ma'am in corridor. Jungkook didn't wait for him to complete. He rushed out of his cabin followed by Mark and man. When Jungkook reached the corridor, he see Wine grabbed Clara's hair tightly and was, "How dare you, my man!" Wine gave her tight to her, and Jungkook immediately rushed to Wine and held her from behind, separating her from Clara. Who the leave me? Today, Wine isn't saw who hold her, and Wine was struggling in Jungkook's grip. Babe, cool down. What happened? Wine stopped struggling, and her angry eyes turned sad, and she slowly turned around to see Jungkook. You, Wine broke down in tears, making Jungkook worry. Babe, what happened? Why you crying? Jungkook was about to hug Wine, but Wine gave a tight to him. Was I not enough for you? You can't wait till I return. I said no, and you gone for another girl. Do you know how much I love you? I love you from our first meeting, but from that day I was waiting just to hear I love you from you. And when you said that, I just thought to make you a little wait as you made me wait for 1 year. I waited for 1 year and you can't wait for one day and gone for another girl. I loved you and you betrayed me. I gave my everything to you and you played with me. And Wine was cutted off by Jungkook's lips as he harshly smashed his lips on her so as to stop her from saying heartbreaking words. Wine melted in the and him back, tightly grabbing his collar, and her tears were continuously flowing. Jungkook pulled back from, say you didn't cheat on me. Jungkook got what Wine Jungkook smiled, I love you and only you. I don't know what you are talking about, but I will never cheat on you. I will wait for you even if it take years. Wine sobbing, I love you too. And Wine wasn't able to complete as she broke down in tears, hugging Jungkook tightly. Jungkook carried Wine in bridal style and headed to the office. Jungkook sat on the couch with Wine on his. Babe, what happened? Will you explain? Wine sobbing. Cook, yesterday I heard you and Clara. Wine was crying. Jungkook thought yesterday Clara me. He got it. Oh babe, wait. He took his phone and called Mark to come inside. Wine, actually, I took his phone and I attained your call. It was mine sound and the other person was your housemaid. Paid her just to mimic the voices. Bunny was drinking like heartbroken person and crying your name, so I done it to make you come together to him. Mark confessed as soon as he entered the cabin. Oppa, it made me so heartbroken. I rushed to here, and also I'm Clara, who was no fault. You can say sorry to her, and anyway, she deserves for roaming around Jungkook even after knowing that he loves you. Weinstein, but then can you please ask Clara to come in? I want to say sorry to her. Okay, I will, and also I'm sorry. I just done to make you both together, and now you both patch up. Enjoy your time. I will leave you both. Wine and Jungkook nodded their hair, and Mark left. Wine moved her eyes to Jungkook, who was already looking at her. Wine caringly cupped Jungkook's cheek where she, I'm sorry, Ayu. She cherished the part and his cheek. You're sorry and a peak won't work. Then tell me I will do anything to compensate that, Wine said while looking straight into his eyes, and Jungkook shrimp before smashing his lips on Wine and Wine to him back. Both were passionately each other, showing how much they missed each other just in a day. The door opened and their lovely moment got paused when, oh my god, sir, I will come afterward. Jungkook and Wine looked to see Clara back facing them, and Wine and Jungkook sat straight. Jungkook called, you should have knocked before entering. Clara turned around. I'm sorry, sir. Mark sir told me to come here has Wine. I mean, ma'am called me, so I thought, Clara, actually, I'm sorry. I just lost my mind. I know my sorry won't fix anything, but then to hope you forgive me. I'm sorry too. Wine front, why for trying to get your man's attention even after knowing that he loves you. And sir, I'm sorry to you too. And now I promise that from now I will only maintain a professional relationship between us. Jungkook called. No need of that. I'm shifting you to my another company. Jungkook wasn't aware of Clara's intention because he never looked at Clara, and also he always had Wine in his mind, heart and eyes, so he never bothered to talk or even look at other girls, only professional relationship and cold as eyes to everyone. So it is because of what I confess now, yes, and also I already appointed a male secretary and from tomorrow he will join. And also I don't believe you. What if you try to create some misunderstanding between us and my babe, which I clearly don't want. Clara nodded her head and left the cabin. Wasn't it too much? No, be glad that I didn't fire her from comparing herself with my love, whose place she can never get in this entire life. Wine blush. I love you, Cook. I love you more, babe. So shall we continue? He asked while cherishing Wine's lips with his thumb. Here, it's not like we never. Here, Wine blushed at his statement, and Jungkook took the opportunity to seal Wine's lips with his. To be continued in Instagram. Link is in description. Jungkook was resting on Wine's shoulder, taking long breath. You okay, Cook? Asked, cherishing his back. Fine, babe, and you good? Jungkook got up from Wine's shoulder and stared directly into her eyes. I love you, babe. Wine smiled. I love you too, Cook. Jungkook peeked Wine's forehead and then got up from her. Let's go home. Wine nodded her head and then he made Wine wear the dress and he himself too got dressed and then carried Wine in bridal style outside the office and then to house. Jungkook carefully placed Wine on bed and then he again smashed his lips on her. Cook, we went for. Please, babe, I missed you a lot. For a few hours, I even thought that I lost you. So please. Wine smiled at his statement and then pulled Jungkook into another passionate, and thus leading to something. Thus how they spent their time till night. Wine fell asleep but Jungkook was admiring her and then he slowly moved her so as to not wake up Wine and pulled the drawer of nightstand and took out the ring which he brought yesterday and slowly slid the ring on Wine's finger. I love you. Finally he peeked the ring over her finger and lastly her forehead and potty lips and closed his eyes to sleep too. Wine woke up when the sun rays hit her face. She turned her face towards her left to see a bunny sleeping peacefully with a cute pot. A sweet smile appeared on her lips and she more into Jungkook. Morning, babe. Jungkook said with his eyes closed and hugging Wine more tightly. You up? A long time ago. Why you didn't wake me up? Jungkook opened his eyes and smiled at Wine and gave her a forehead. You were sleeping peacefully, so I didn't felt like disturbing your sleep. Today is Sunday. What should we do? We have somewhere to go. Wine from where? You will know soon, babe. Let's freshen up. Wine nodded her head and then Jungkook carried Wine to bathroom. While brushing their teeth together, Wine found something on her ring finger. Wine surprised Cook this ring. Jungkook smiled. This is the ring that I brought that day to propose you, but you rejected me. Jungkook pouted cutely and Wine peeked his potty lips. I'm sorry, I told you now. I was just making you know how much I waited just to hear from you that you love me. Leave it, but now I'm happy that you are with me. Jungkook said by pulling Wine more closer to him by her. Cook, when did you make me wear this? Yesterday when you fall asleep. Oh, it's so beautiful, Wine said while admiring the ring and Jungkook just admired his love. Wine shocked this house. Don't worry, it's my parents' house. We gonna meet them. Cook Wine got nervous because she is going to meet them for the first time and what if they don't like Wine and ask to break up with him and Jungkook? Raids Wine's mind. My parents will accept you. They are the sweetest parents I have ever seen. But Jungkook just hold Wine's palm tightly, ensuring her that everything is gonna be fine, and then head inside the mansion. Jungkook's dad was reading the newspaper, sitting on the couch, and then he looked up from newspaper when he heard footsteps sound just to see what a pleasant surprise. Finally, my son got time to come to his parents' house. Dad, I was busy. Yeah, I was joking, he said while spreading his arms, signaling Jungkook to hug him, which Jungkook did. Where is mom? In kitchen. I think, honey, where are you? He shouted, and there comes Jungkook's mom. What, dear, you? She paused when she saw her son, so she rushed to hug him. Oh, Mo, my son, I missed you a lot. I too miss you. While hugging, Jungkook's mom noticed her figure, looking at them and admiring them, so she broke the hug and Jungkook's dad too noticed Wine now. Oh, sorry, in excitement of seeing my son, I didn't notice you, dear. What's your name? Wine smiled. Park Wine, nice name. Cook, she, yours? She confusedly asked Jungkook. Jungkook smiled, my fiance, mom. Both Jungkook's dad and mom wide open eyes, but then they heard a voice from upstairs, fiance, without informing us. Jungkook and Wine looked at upstairs just to see a young lady in late 20s coming downwards. Ira Nuna, you here? I came yesterday. You forget us, right? Come on, Nuna. I always meet with Jack Young. Yeah, Jack told me I was about to leave, but seems like I will stay here, she said while looking at Wine. Mind explaining? She asked Jungkook. She is Park Wine, my fiance. She was my girlfriend, but a day before I proposed her and she accepted me. So yeah, today we came to inform you that we are gonna get married after her graduation. What's our role in this? You already even decided your marriage. Yeah, how long you have been together? She asked Wine. More than a year, Wine said in a bit nervous tone. Jungkook's mom approached Wine and Wine looked down in nervous, but then she felt her cherishing her hair. So she looked at Jungkook's mom to see her widely smiling at her. God bless you and have a good life with this bunny. Thank you, Auntie. Jungkook's mom raised eyebrow. Auntie, even after you both decided to get married, you calling me Auntie. Call me Mom, dear. Wine blush. Okay, Mom. Era smile. Hi, I'm Era, Jungkook's elder sister, and Jack is my husband who is his business partner too. Hi, Unni. What about me? Hi, I mean Appa. Everyone smiled sweetly at Wine, and Jungkook kept admiring Wine being getting comfortable with his parent and sister. Evening coffee time. Everyone liked Wine a lot, and Wine too got a family love in Jungkook's house, which she never got from her house and from her parents. And she was too happy for getting Jungkook and his family, and she was feeling herself lucky to get such a loving family. Everyone was seated around having a casual talk. Jungkook was talking to his dad about how the company is doing and all, while his hand was securely wrapped around Wine's and cherishing her, who was so lost in gossiping with Jungkook's mom and sister. Soon, everyone's conversation stopped when Jungkook's phone ringed and he took the phone with his free hand just to see Mark still holding Wine. Jungkook called, yes, Mark, I'm at parents' house. Anything important? Okay, just wait, let me get the laptop. Jungkook put the phone on hold and turned towards Wine, who was looking at him. Babe, an important work. I will be right back, okay? Wine nodded her head and lastly he peeked Wine's forehead and then informed his dad that he will be right back and left to his room in his parents' house and everyone again continued their paused conversation. After 30 minutes, Jungkook came back and sat next to Wine with a sad face, which didn't go unnoticed by his dad. What happened, Cook? Anything serious in company? Everyone turned their face to Jungkook. Cook, she called him, but the next word from him made Wine sad. I have to go on a business trip for this coming 1 week. Wine wide eyes this week. But Cook, I have exam. How can I? That's why this time I'm going alone, babe. You have to stay alone. Wine can't even stay a minute without him, and here he is talking about a week, and Wine's eyes turn teary. To be continued. Thanks for watching. Bye.